Wolf, did you want to? Was this something you wanted to do?
Oh yes, indeed there was. So I read this incredible book recently. It's possibly the greatest thing ever written by another human being. And I felt like you all needed to hear this inspiring passage that I found early on in the book. So this is an excerpt from the world-renowned, single-reviewed book, Interstellar Marines.
This is Joseph Anderson's book.
Yes. This is a book by Joseph Anderson. The nightmares started on the first night. Reese was a baby in his crib. It was in the middle of a field, in the middle of the night. There was a breeze.
What?
There was a breeze blowing that was rustling through some trees. He couldn't see them. He couldn't see anything except the stars in the sky. They kept flashing like tiny fists expanding, releasing fingers of light. The ground shook with each flash. The crib shook. He tried to roll over, but he couldn't. He closed his eyes. When he opened them again, his parents were there. Neither of their faces were visible. They both looked like someone had grabbed their heads and twisted. His father peered down into the crib with the back of his head.
How did he know that? How did he know that they were his parents if their faces weren't visible?
Because it's subjective, Rags. Jesus.
Hold on. We haven't read all of it yet. We can't take him out of context.
Maybe he explains it.
Yeah. His mother's hair hung from her face like a melted mask.
Now, hair does not hang from your face.
Melted mask?
Maybe it was
Keep in mind, her head is twisted backwards, so he can't see
right.
Okay. I'm following.
All right, that makes sense.
Maybe.
her face would just be behind her, right?
They circled the crib, and the flashes in the sky and the vibrations from the ground came with each step they took. Mutilated giants stomping around the baby.
What? Oh, the parrot. Okay. I'm following, I think.
Yeah, I gotcha.
The blinking stars continued to grow brighter. The dark sky was filling with light. But his parents kept growing larger like they were fighting to keep the crib in shadows. The ground shook again, and this time it didn't stop. Reese's parents put their hands on the rim of the crib. They leaned down to him. His mother's hair covered his tiny body. She whispered something and then began to scream. The light was burning them from the sky. Chunks of her face were peeling away and falling through her hair. Oof. They landed around him and continued to burn.
So the baby having a nightmare.
So right at the beginning of the paragraph, he said that it was nighttime and then said it was nighttime again, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it starts off with the nightmares started on the first night. And then it goes into he was in the middle of a field in the middle of a night.
Well, that's
I'd have recommendations.
Book.
I'd have recommendations for editing on that one. I have that's all. It's not. I'm not saying I could write better. I'm saying I'd have recommendations. That's it. Well, what do you guys think? I mean, Wolf, you've reviewed books before. What's your take?
Well, it's interesting. However, I do want to draw some attention to the fact that Interstellar Marines is only the first part in a series of absolutely incredible novels by Joseph Anderson. These novels include The Wizard and the Dragon. You can
Are they capitalized?
No, the word
The Wizard and the Dragon.
Well, the wizard and dragon parts, the words are like 50 times the size of the other words in the title.
Oh.
He's also got such works as Interstellar Soldiers, The Monster Slayer, Series 1, The Monster Slayer, Series 2, The Bounty Hunter, Series 1, 2, and 3, The Lost Starship, The Haunting of Moonbase 13.
Oh, well, that could be. That sounds. 13 as well. 13's
just so all of you know, the cover art looks like, well, for a lack of better terms, it looks like it's made in Gary's mod.